Metro Boomin want some more, nigga.
Hennessy and Hotwings, you tuning in. Hennessy and Hotwings, you tuning in. Just listen to Miss Hot Sauce, she doing it. I'm fucking with Miss Hot Sauce, she cute as shit. She talking about your city and what's going on. She got tips for you, shorty, how to get it on. She talking to the men and what they doing wrong. Politicking about some business, she a little sassy. Hennessy and Hotwings with some hot sauce, that's real classy. Depending on the topic, she might get nasty. Got the podcast blasting, it's a real classic. Got my Hennessy and Hotwings, let's get it crackin'. Let's get it crackin'. Got my Hennessy and Hotwings, let's get it crackin'. Got my Hennessy and Hotwings, let's get it crackin'. Got my Hennessy and Hotwings, let's get it crackin'. Yeah, bang, let's get it crackin'.
Got my Hennessy and Hotwings, let's get it crackin'.
Apparently, because I heard you in the background, and I'm like, "What is she doing?" And then you were like, "Oh, I like your shirt today. Let's see your tit."
Little tit action. Let me bring it down just a tad. A little tit action.
Little tit action. It's got a little peekaboo hole.
A little peekaboo.
Got milk.
I'm nursing. No, I'm not. No, I'm kidding.
I was so worried that you guys weren't gonna show up.
So
sorry.
You.
Yeah, I know where I was. I think we should ask Jill where she was.
I was like literally 2 feet away in my bed, rubbing one out. Like, you know how y'all get high and like, take a couple of pulls or whatever. Like that's the way that I kind of center myself and get grounded. So I needed that.
You sound
reek of just
like very refreshed.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like
it.
Great. I like it.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much.
And Mo, you were having little computer issues. You want me to punch the fuck out of your computer?
Well, no, because I still need it, so we're not going to abuse it just yet. But, it was just being a little stupid. It was just being stupid.
Anytime you're ready, then you just go for it.
All right.
You can go ahead and do your little introducciones.
Well, it is Friday. We are here yet again. Hello, Hotwings. We have... Hey! Make sure y'all are sharing this thing. Yep, y'all are already in on it. I'm here for it. Up top, listen, we got Miss Chocolatey over here with the clear glasses tonight, giving you I just bust a nut glow, aka 6 figures. I make my own job description. Miss Jill by
First, no. Take all of that back. This is why you can't tell Black people your business. This right here.
Listen. We've got moguls all over the place here at Henny and Hotwings. Speaking of moguls, we've got the other one over there up top with the red frames on, Miss Hot Sauce the Boss, aka Miss Spark FM, aka Black Sir Good Pussy Giver.
I am
Hot Sauce, aka Danielle Johnson. She's just all of it, all of the above. There was something else I was going to name for you. Wait. I have to get back to it. But it's Miss Hot Sauce the Boss. I had
if you remember, come back. I like the intros. I
gotta come back to it. I gotta come back to it. And for me, I am, it reached about 60 degrees today, so my whole flag is high. Ms. Mo Filla, what's happening?
That's all it takes. That is all that
it just takes a little nice weather, and now
that's it.
Bitches are for the streets.
Fuck a relationship. Forget what I need that for. It's stupid.
So many of them out there to play with.
So
and then last but not least,
last and most certainly not least, we have our very special guest. Some of you guys remember her tearing down every single stage and mic that she stood on before the world shut down. Other of you remember her since the world shut down, releasing her own self-titled album, Lisa Bello. I know her as, listen, she told me if you're looking for her, you can find her at your bitch's house, aka Lisa Bello.
What an intro.
That's where you be?
That's where I'm at. I'm actually
in his house.
I'm at someone's girlfriend's house right now. Whose house is this?
I love it. I love it. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It is a pleasure and definitely an honor to have you here on Henny and Hotwings. It will get a little wild. The Hot Wings have already started their shit. So our listeners and viewers are affectionately known as the Hot Wings, and they are actually the official co-host to this show.
Fine.
And they keep us on their toes, and they're actually really rude. They have zero behavior.
Pretty much.
Okay, I thought they were good until you said they were really rude.
No, they're not. They're nice. They're nice. They could be a little they're very out of control. I don't know what's wrong with them people over there. But yes, welcome to Henny and Hotwings. Everybody else, welcome to Henny and Hotwings, another serving of Henny and Hotwings, where the show starts before the show actually starts. And we have a very great lineup and some very good talks for you. I'm fucking exhausted. I might curl up in a blanket towards about 36 minutes ish. But I'll still be here. I have zero.
All, can I just take a moment? Can I just take a moment for this glam face that Lisa is giving us right now? Pin up dolls, all this action. I love it.
I hate when people come on this show make me look
right. Let me go do some makeup. This is crazy.
I didn't know what the vibe was. I was like, "What do I need a ring light? Like, do I need to be in a white beater? Do I need like?" I did a wing. I mean, we worked hard tonight.
I did a wing.
Very impressed.
Just one.
Just one wing. I have always wanted to know how to do an eyeliner wing, and I can't get it. The couple of times I tried to do it, it looked almost like it was like a black tear, like I took a life, like I had a body. It was really terrible, and I really wanted to. I don't know how it even got down there when it was supposed to put up here. And then I probably rubbed my eyes, so then I ended up looking like a panda or a raccoon. It was
2 bodies.
Yeah,
it was 2 bodies.
Two bodies.
Listen, take I'm not very good at it, but I usually take tape and I just put the tape and then do the line next to the tape and then peel the tape away.
Oh,
see,
I'm not doing all that.
See, knowing me, I put my eyebrows and my eyelashes right off of my face, and then I'll be like, "It's Lisa Bello's fault." Then people are like, "Oh my gosh, what happened to your eyes?" Lisa Bello. He told me to put tape. I put duct tape right off. Next thing I know, I have 0 eyebrows.
You can
don't put Gorilla Glue. Please don't put Gorilla Glue.
That's not exactly what I meant. Already your tattoos are getting love. How did the competition go? I was voting, but then
So I took an L.
Damn.
I took an L to a girl that had I forgot, we can just say whatever we want here. So she had a blurred out vagina. She airbrushed her vagina in all these pictures. And I don't even know if that's a thing, but like she'd make her vagina lips just be like a little blurry and smooth. And then she made it past me, and that's how she got to the next round. It's fine. I didn't have a blurry vagina, so
that blurry vagina will get you every time. It will get that is a trick, an old trick that people use all the time.
Is blurry vagina.
It's happened to me before. Let me stop.
It's happened to you before. What?
One time I had a blurry vagina because I really wanted to win something too, and it worked. So it's a trick. Next time you
hashtag blurry vagina.
Blur your vagina.
Show title. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, write that one down. Blur your vagina.
Here we go.
Got it. This is how we're starting off the show. All right.
Lisa was going to have just a tad bit of behavior. It looks like she does not.
Straight out the window.
Rearrange what we were going to. Let me stop. So usually when we start the show, we start with a little relationship status just to see where we're all, just to check in, whether you're in a relationship or not, or dating, or taking a vaginal sabbatical. All of those things. So tell me, let's start with Jill Badu, because she usually has the most interesting
things.
Yes,
indeed.
Really?
Yeah, you do. Oh, for sure.
I am on a vaginal sabbatical, so how is it that my life is anywhere close to interesting? Anyways, yeah, so we're still in the same place. I feel like with every passing week, it's guys are making it so easy to stay on this sabbatical. You know what I mean? Like, I got an unsolicited dick pic this week, and that was the end of that. Like, there's no more conversation after that. I didn't ask for this. Like, I didn't want.
Was it a nice dick pic?
Does it matter?
It does, because sometimes you get an unsolicited dick pic that you hate that is kind of nice.
I'm slowly dying inside, if you guys haven't noticed.
Was it a nice dick pic or not, Jill Badu? Did you like it?
It was weird.
What made it weird? You never seen a penis before?
No, like he like sent the dick pic, but like he censored the tip.
Blurry dick tip.
So much weakness in my body.
It was the weirdest shit I'd ever seen.
Leaving my body.
It's almost like it was a titty pic that they censored out their areola.
Exactly. Pretty much the equivalent. It was bizarre. Like, if you're going to send me a dick pic, send me a motherfucking dick pic, right?
Right.
You're going to censor the tip? What are you doing? You're a fucking weirdo. So that was literally the last exchange. Like, we have nothing more to talk about.
Are you in love with this person?
Any potential of me being in love is now gone. Like, I can't.
Just because
where do we go from here? Just because what?
That just deserves to be shared.
Listen. Wow. What was you reaching for?
This is how you end up in the group chat. This is how you end up in the group chat. This is how you end up in the group chat. Exactly. So it's like, I mean, just as a common decency type of thing, gentlemen, if she didn't ask for it, don't send it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in her friend group is gonna get a copy of this picture, and unless that's what you want, you know what I'm saying? Don't be out here just sending unsolicited dick pics, because now I don't owe you any respect. I don't owe you any privacy, because you sent me something that I didn't ask for. So now I have to commiserate with my friends. Everybody's gonna suffer. I don't give a fuck.
All of us.
All of us have to go down. All of us.
I mean, have you guys ever received unsolicited dick pics?
Yeah, I think we've all been assaulted in that way. I think we all have.
I've actually begun a book that's called Rolodicks. I don't know if I talked about it on Sultry Sundays.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is real. My friends can attest to this. It is unsolicited dick pics from all my friends that I'm going to make into a coffee table book. It won't say names, but it will just be just dicks of all the dicks that we've received that we never asked for.
Thank you.
I like it.
And are you taking submissions?
1000%. I listen. I was on an
I
interview
will
a few
send
weeks
you
ago.
mine.
I need an email. I would love to have those. And then at the same time, at the end of the book, I want people, if they want to identify them, because we may never even look at the dicks. It's just a point of people that have sent me them are going to be thinking maybe they're in a book, and I think that's beautiful because they'll be scared.
And I mean, what a conversation piece to have on your coffee table.
Oh my God!
What a conversation piece.
Oh, it's my Rolodex. Want to take a look? And then if somebody goes through the book, you're like, I know that.
I know that one.
I know that dick. And you have to look in the glossary to see who it is. Like, that would be dope.
The glossary. The glossary. It will say blurry tip dicks, long dicks, little dick. Yeah, that's also part of it. It will be categorized.
Chapters. We have different chapters.
Please send Lisa the blurry tip dick.
You guys are petty. You guys are so petty.
Right. That man was trying to set the tone. He was trying.
But that is a very real question. What kind of response was he trying to, solicit? I don't really know how to respond to any of this. It's just, you just made it awkward, even more awkward than it already was. I don't know where we go from here. So I've just kind of walked away. I don't know what else to say or do.
Did you respond?
Weird. Never.
Yeah.
Did they request a response?
They've reached out since. I'm not really.
Saying what? Like, hey, did you like my dick?
Yeah, I want to know.
No, just more like, hey, just checking on you, seeing how things are going. You know, basically, maybe if he led with an apology, like, hey, my bad, I realized that was maybe a little distasteful. Maybe I would have responded, but like, don't just not acknowledge the fact that you just accosted me. Like, it's not right.
Accosted you.
I like the word.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Then it is
Exactly
it's
what it
assault.
was.
It's assault for sure.
That's
Don't do that.
I like
Don't do that.
How about Mo? How about you?
Listen, didn't you hear me say that it reached about 60 degrees today? That's where I am. At this point, I have no desire to be booed up anymore. Summer is coming, and I feel like I need to have the summer I was supposed to have in 2020. I need to have that for 2021. So I got it. I'm whole flag weighing high. I'm out here. I'm free. Slide in the DMs. I'm out here. That's where I'm at. That's what
I'm glad. You know, I posted a meme today, and it got a lot of reactions from a lot of different women saying, "Yeah, I'm with the shits with it too." What the fuck did it say? Let me see where it says. Let me see where I find. Oh, it says, anyone want me for real? Going once, going twice, sold to the streets. We outside. And that's legitimately how I feel. If you playing around, or if you ain't about this life, I am sold to the streets. I'm out here. We out here. We outside. I'm half vaxxed. And half vaxxed. I'll be fully vaxxed. So we're out. I'll still wear my mask, but social distance won't be that distance. So that's where we're at. Shit.
That's where we at. Listen, you see how we don't know how to act the moment it gets a little bit of sun outside. We like, fuck all this. The streets are back open.
I'm having an issue because of the fact that I think that I'm going through the changes as a woman because I keep getting hot flashes. And I don't know what it is. I keep thinking that my car seats are on, my back be sweating, I gotta roll down the window. I gotta take my wig off, put it in the passenger seatbelt on it so it don't fly out the window. There's a lot of things going on, and I don't know what to do about it.
Did you say you put a seatbelt?
Yeah, because the other day I had a hat on and it tried to fly out the window. So I was like, I'm not fucking with my wig because I don't have no money right now to buy a new one. And this happens to be my pitch performance wig. So I can't manage to lose it. So that's what I'll be doing.
I quit. So me and Hot Sauce out here for these streets. Jill, you're still your nigglesies? That's what I'm hearing? I think that'll be broken by the time the next nice day comes.
Yep.
Lisa?
Did you say there was a whole flag you raised earlier?
Yes, I raised that flag.
Let me
you raising that up too? Yeah, I see it. It's matching. I like
it's blurry at the tip.
Yes, it's censored.
I am. Yeah, I'm the streets. I have my name on a couple streets in Boston, in New York, and Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm
different area codes.
All of the codes of areas.
Oh, and I'm super for the streets because I got this today.
Oh, somebody's going to be a big girl now.
I am.
And she's got her first self-pleasuring. Well, this is not her first self-pleasuring toy, but the first one she's going to use.
I'm doing an unboxing. This is
I thought that was a makeup kit.
Oh, no, girl.
No.
This is Tracy's dog.
If you want that Jill glow, that's what you need to have.
It comes with a little card. That's nice. A little a handbook, a user manual. And here is it. Oh my God, it's so cute and pink.
Ooh.
Isn't she cute?
Oh my God,
that's really cute.
Your little fingers in there. I'm so excited. Wow. Okay. Wow.
That's how you're supposed to do it. So
we gotta save that for the OnlyFans. We gotta save that for the OnlyFans.
You need to get paid for that. Thank you.
Let me put Tracy's dog gotta pay me. But leave that alone. But I'm really excited. So next week, Mo should have hers too. So we're gonna have a masturbator-thon. You can come.
Who can masturbate the longest?
Wait, can we give money to it? Like, is it like a walkathon? You do pledges and stuff?
Yeah, we can do pledges. We can have the Hot Wings pledge, $1 or $2. Whoever does it the longest. catch the pot, it goes towards a good charity, which is, more toys. So yeah, it's gonna be our date-a-thon next week, guys. Tune in.
I like it. I'm calling hot sauce out in the first round. Me and Jill are pros at this thing over here.
You guys might fuck around, and I might end up beating y'all because I might become obsessed with it. So I'll be like, wow, you haven't unlatched that from your vagina yet?
Just steady going. Yeah.
Taking it up there, put on my underwear, and just keep it moving. Y'all don't gotta know.
So Aggie.
I don't know what y'all thought. Y'all done did the wrong thing. Y'all done gave me Tracy's balls. Okay? That's what I'm saying. But
shout out to our audience that knows these toys because of how much we talk about it. It's the suction flicker thingy.
The sucky thingy.
The suction flicker thingy.
Proud of you, Pam.
Let's get into the show. And I think we're gonna start with what we just discovered the other day. So there was a meme circulating of a man and a woman. They were sitting down. They both had a plate of food in front of them, and the plates was circled because the woman was reaching over to get food out of her man's plate. We have noticed that within the Black community, the Black men hate this shit.
Yes.
I don't know why it is that I can't have some of your French fries or a little bit of your mashed potato and or a little piece of your steak. I don't understand why. We went out on Wednesday to a nice restaurant, a nice girly dinner, and we saw all of the people sharing food and nobody had a problem with it. What is the problem? Is this acceptable behavior or not?
As an Italian in my family, it's not acceptable by the men. They don't like that.
They don't like it either?
Like that. Italian men. They will feed it. They will feed their wives food to a point, like they made from your own plate, like to be cute, but don't touch their food. This is their plate. But I've been around a lot of Irish, and I can't speak for all Irish, but a lot of white, Caucasian Europeans that aren't Italian, and they just take off each other's food all day, and I've never seen it be a problem. But I was raised a certain way that it still freaks me out because I get ready for my dad to be yelling, so I don't do that to other men because I feel like we're gonna fight. Like,
don't hit me, please.
So this a lot of the white couples, they were there just literally like sharing plates, literally inside of each other's baked plates, feeding each other. There was a mixed couple, and we sat there and watched them.
Waited.
And in this instance, she reached over, the woman was white, the man was Black. She reached over in his plate, got some fries, and in the next interaction, he fed her. And I said, but look at this bullshit. My homie won't even give me one of his little vegan fries. And I don't understand. I don't understand why it's got to be like that.
We got to fight if we think about it. We got to fight. And it's funny, Lisa, I'm going to keep it so a stack with you. I specifically asked you this question because what we also noticed was during this science project was all of these couples that were happily sharing were white. So we wanted to know if it's a Black-white thing, but apparently no. Italians are like, they're like Black people. Italians are like Black people.
Let's be honest here.
It's hard because food's our love language, and so I would think that it would be a thing where like that would be cool. But because it's our love language, if my mother made my father a plate, she made it with love. Don't touch my shit. Is like because you made this. Do you know what I mean? So I personally don't have a problem with it, but I've never been in a relationship that I did that because, again, I grew up a certain way. So I probably would have been looking at those people like, are they going to fight? You know, what's about to happen?
We all were sitting there in awe. We were all sitting there in awe, like
staring at me. And so I'm mean with food. I don't like to share my food either. Like, I would rather, like, I hate when people ask because then I feel like because I'm polite, I have to say, yeah, do you want some? But if I offer, I tend to want people to say, "Oh no, I'm good."
Okay.
You're one of those people.
I ask with the expectation that you will be respectful of my life and just tell me no because you want me to eat it all. And so I really do hate having to share my food because I'm greedy. But I like to share other people's food.
Yes.
What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine. Okay.
Yes, and I don't understand why that's so hard. So when people don't share their food with me, I get offended.
Offended.
Right. You're offended.
I'm offended. And I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to get over that. I think it's unfair. It's an unreasonable emotion that I'm having because I don't like to share. So I need, counsel. Maybe I'll talk to my therapist about this.
Yeah, tell me about this thing because I think we got to work that out.
What's your sign? I need to know your sign.
I'm a Libra.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
That's common. You're my son's sign. This makes sense. It all makes sense.
This all makes sense now.
My son's 7 and this is him.
Yeah.
He's the same. I can't touch his shit, but he's going to try to take all of mine, everything I have.
Same with mine. He's not a Libra. He's a Pisces and they're just mean anyways. But he doesn't like to share anything. And if you do ask him to share, it's like a tiny little piece.
That's it.
Like a little piece. Like, here, mommy, you can have one. Boy, I bought this. I'm going to
eat you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm forever cooking. Yes. Sharing is not a big deal on a date. It's the sexiest thing for someone to feed you.
I agree.
I don't know if I want to be fed.
I like a good feeding. If it's done right, don't shove it in my mouth, Jesus. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Don't shove it in my mouth. But if you do it in a sexy manner, yeah, I like that.
You like that shit?
Oh man, I feel like there's no sexiness in my eating life. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole like not being able to eat gluten thing is a total buzzkill, right? Like I can't really I don't like if you use your fork on your gluten food, please don't stick it in mine. Then I'm now dead. Not gonna touch your food because I will die.
Yeah.
So like just food just is not even a thing for this is sad.
Because nobody's like, let me get a little gluten meal.
Gluten-free bread.
Yeah. Gluten-free meal.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Bread.
Yeah. It's only fun when I go out with my mom to eat because we'll share food and stuff, but it's my mom. Like I'm not gonna slap her hand away to touch my food. Like what kind of asshole would I be?
Moms have to be respectful of your privacy and your boundaries as well.
Respect boundaries. You notice how we laugh when we
boundaries.
Yeah.
My mother's Haitian. What is that? What about what is this? What is this? Okay.
Moms are mean.
Oh.
Moms just be saying whatever they want to say to you with no regard of your feelings. Like what was it? I came in the other day and she was like, "Oh wow, is that what you wore?"
That's moms.
Oh my god, Mom, I think I look good. Oh, try dating a vegan. Vegans are the motherfucking worst. They are very awful. So the other day I asked this question on Facebook. What is the hardest part about dating the opposite of what you are, a vegan or carnivore? And I think it's all awful. I don't want to eat vegan food. I want to eat meat. And then I feel like they judge me if I do eat meat.
They are judgy. I'm a vegetarian, so I'm in the middle because I eat eggs and they don't like me either.
Oh, really?
But vegans are mad judgy. Like
they are.
Sorry, no disrespect. You're mad healthy, and I'm sure that your shit is great and all that. But like, they're so mean.
They are. They are mean. I remember when this one guy, Neighborhood Bae, I was dating him for a little while, and every time I would eat meat, he'd be like, "Look at that cow." Moo.
Oh.
What?
You're not gonna guilt me every time I eat.
That's how I felt. Like I didn't want to go out to eat because then first of all, if you go to a place that you like, they can't eat most of the things often, so they end up getting a bunch of vegan ass sides like the French fries
or a salad of some sort.
They be like, "I don't want no more salad," so they get a French fry, a mashed potato, and
some rice.
And some rice.
Steamed broccoli.
Can I get the steamed broccoli? And mashed potatoes, and then I'll get this vegetable medley.
And you're mad at me because your meal is boring. Don't be mad at me.
Oh my, gross. They don't eat meat, but they eat that pootie tang.
Wow.
Oh, do they?
Well, hello, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. They eat that pootie tang, but hey, Lisa, how you doing? No teeth. They eat the pussy, but hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
They don't wear leather, but hey.
Yeah. I don't like those type of vegans. Those type of vegans that don't wear leather. They can't wear shoelaces. They can't wear
shoelaces. Wait,
are they going to jail? They can't have shoelaces.
What's the shoelaces?
You know, the shoelaces might be made out of fur.
You kill the
Jello,
the cotton. You
Jello, marshmallows. I just learned that a few years ago. Jello and marshmallows. All the gummy bears because they got like pig
gelatin.
Gelatin. Thank you.
Gosh.
I
Jello,
love
gelatin.
me some gummy bears and some gelatin.
I do too.
I
heard they're the
my
worst.
candy away.
Gummy bears are so good.
Gummy bears are so
They
good.
are.
The other day I was starving in the morning. I had a pack of gummy bears for breakfast. That shit was lit. It was
So
very
good.
lit. Yeah.
So healthy for you. I'm proud of you. That was
That was a very good choice.
I was, like it gave me my morning sugar.
I do the
so
same.
that I can stay up and awake until I could get a more healthier meal than gummy bears.
I do Reese's
Burger
Cups.
King.
Like it's
Reese's
Burger King.
Burger King.
Burger King.
Burger King. A way more square meal than
a
gummy.
Hershey pie.
Well-rounded. Because when you go to those places, I don't understand why they say that. Because the meat is a protein, the lettuce and tomato that comes on it is a salad. The bun is a little bit of a carb that you need for energy. And it's pretty much a protein salad.
What nutrition school you went to?
Yeah. And who told you that was meat? Who told you that was meat?
The school of the hard knocks.
Right. Right.
That's where I went for.
At least get the impossible one. Get the impossible one.
Terrible.
Please.
Terrible.
The Impossible Burger. I've never had an Impossible anything because it just seems stupid to me.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm a vegetarian because I have to be, because I'm a doctor's order. So let me just state the facts. I would love to eat bacon, all these other things. I can't. So I try all these stupid things. The Impossible Burger just tastes like they poured it in the grease fat of a real burger. And it is so nasty. Like, why? I'm the type of vegetarian. I don't want a fake burger that tastes like a burger. Like, I don't want to pretend because that's just bizarre. I want a burger or nothing. Like, it's gross. Oh, it's so nasty.
But people have been raving about them. Impossible Burger. I would never rave about anything that's called Impossible Burger. That just seems weird to me. It's an Impossible Burger. Yes, because it's fucking impossible that is actually the burger.
Exactly. I tried it just on the strength of I like to try at least everything once. I mean, it wasn't that drastic of a difference for me. I guess the people that were excited about it is that exact fact. Like if you ate a Whopper and you can tolerate an Impossible Whopper, that means you've done a good thing. You've made a healthier choice.
Oh my God.
And I mean, I realize that's actually not the case.
Mm-hmm.
No. If you want to get an Impossible, you got to get like the Impossible McJunior or some shit like that. You can't get an Impossible Whopper or a Whopper Junior.
That's the only thing they have. That's the only thing they have Impossible is the Whopper. That's it.
Oh God!
But, I mean,
it
was like I mean, Burger King in a nutshell. Like I'm all set, but. Like the Impossible, it's just overrated, quite frankly. And I think those that are excited about it are those who eat regular Whoppers on the regular and thought they're making a better choice by getting the Impossible one.
Oh,
yeah,
that's awful.
Lisa, do you do dairy?
I do dairy. Yes.
Okay.
Like a full dairy, like a cow milk, or you do like a goat?
There's so many milks out there now.
I'm not like, okay, if I do anything it's not because I'm like, those cows, I want to save them. It's more like it doesn't make me feel good.
Fuck them cows.
Fuck them cows. So like I just can't get into all these other milks. Like I do almond milk. I've tried oat milk. But like it's hard because I'm the type of vegetarian. People will be like, wow, you're so healthy. I'm like, I had Doritos 3 times today. That was my whole meal.
That was my meal.
So like if I can't find food, that's the Cool Ranch Doritos still forever. But
lit.
Yeah, no, as far as dairy, like I will do ice cream once in a while, but I'm mostly chill just because I don't know what's gonna happen if I'm in public and that makes me sick. Like, what am I gonna do with my life? You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how it was today when I went to the hospital. I had to shit really bad, so I just went in the bathroom. there.
No, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. You do what you gotta. Not at a Burger King bathroom, though.
Yeah, no, not at the Burger King bathroom because those are just gross. Those are just
not
nasty.
The one in Rosendale. Don't.
I can't believe I just said that because I'm not even a shitter because I'm a woman and women are not supposed to shit or fart
at all.
I'm still shocked that you admitted that you needed to actually do the poops and you did it. Like this, who are you?
You guys get on my nerves. Like you both get on my nerves. I'm a little
taken aback because now men that are watching this are gonna be like, oh my God, she be shitting.
Right.
I think I would be concerned if he wasn't shitting, sis. I'd be concerned.
Yeah. I think all
TMI.
No, yeah.
You're not helping this, Pharrell. You're not Pharrell.
You see, men don't want to know that women be shitting and farting.
I'm not subscribing to that. I guess I'm gonna be a single woman for the rest of my life because if y'all are that immature where you cannot have a conversation with a woman about her taking a shit, get over yourself, quite frankly.
What would that conversation look like? Like, hey, babe,
talk about it.
Yeah, hey, babe, let's talk about it. Babe, I had a great shit today. Like, it was so regular. I ate good food. I was eating fruit, so it was like a little sweet. No,
that sounds like something that Jill would have a conversation with. Like, oh my God, you should have seen it. It didn't even flow. Like,
no, dead ass. This week, one of my homeboys, I was on the phone with him. I was driving. And I when you really gotta go and that shit is kind of like prairie dogging, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really like right there at the tip, just ready to come out. So I was on the phone with him the whole time, just kind of like, damn, yo, I really gotta go. I finally get home. And so, of course, like I have my Bluetooth on. And so I'm not even really cognizant of the fact that everything is happening, right? All I know is I'm home and I can finally drop this deuce. Man, I sat on the toilet. That joint was like noisy and wet sounding. And he heard
it. No.
He heard it?
He heard all of it.
I would have legit blocked him and never spoke to him again. Ever again because he knew
mortified.
You're mortified. You're violating women.
Mortified.
Turtlenecking.
Yeah, mortified. Yeah. He was like, any sex appeal that you had just ran right out the window, and I was like, yeah, I can see that.
I literally would have not.
Yeah, the loud, obnoxious one. That's a bit much. Yeah,
I didn't expect it to come out that.
You couldn't mute it.
I didn't
press mute.
I was just so excited.
Pretend it's like Clubhouse, honey. Like a mute. Only unmute when you gotta talk.
For applause.
I was talking. Like I was just so happy to be on the toilet. First of all, you don't even realize how much, I should get my money back because I thought my Bluetooth was noise canceling, right? Like, how did he hear that? That's the problem. It's not me. I shouldn't have to.
Oh, so that's the manufacturer's fault.
It's you.
For facts.
You can't blame it on the manufacturer of the Bluetooth because you were careless. What is wrong with you women?
It was the reverb in the toilet. It was like the toilet's fault too.
Like, in the echo of the toilet.
Oh my God. But I did let out like a little sigh because I was like, oh man, I had been holding that for way too long. Oh my God.
I would never date you. You are just way too loose with your
that's
bowels.
Even worse.
Yeah. You should be ashamed.
Like I'm free about, talking about like, hey, I'm free with saying, hey, I gotta go take a shit, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna get caught on the phone with the loud fireworks.
Is this somebody that you knew? Like, is this a lover? Or like you're really out of control. You're out of order.
You're out of control.
You're out of order. You got
it wasn't my proudest moment, but it happened.
What can you do?
You're like, okay, we're gonna change the subject.
All right.
Switch gears. Yeah.
would you consider yourself a high or low maintenance partner? And what does that maintenance look like to you?
Well, so I always felt like I was low maintenance. And then today,
Hi, Jordan.
Sauce claims that I am high maintenance. And I don't know if I agree with that. Like, do I like nice things? Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like a loaf of gluten-free bread is $8. So yes, I have expensive taste, right? But does that mean that I require these things of a partner? No. But would I love them? Of course. I'm not retarded.
I don't think that because you don't require them makes you not high maintenance. I feel like there's a very negative stigma to high maintenance when high maintenance just means that you might just have some higher standards than your counterparts. I have a problem when women be like, oh no, I'm not high maintenance, I don't need a man to do anything but love me. That's bullshit, because then we all sit here about struggle love and stuff like that. And I feel like as women, we by nature, maybe not all women are the same, but like we like nice things. We like to be gifted. We like to, be taken out. We like to be thought of. We like to go to nice restaurants, not all the time, but you would like to be treated to something like that. And maybe I feel like that's not high maintenance.
I don't think it's, I would say that I am more emotionally high maintenance.
Okay.
I think the level of like emotional intelligence that I need from a partner is really, really high. Like, the ability to convey your feelings openly and honestly, and for us to be able to have that kind of dialogue. I need that. Like, those are non-negotiables. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say in terms of like things I need to be maintained, the emotional maintenance is higher than, let's say, like material maintenance. So in a sense, like I would be willing to, like if a dude was actually super emotionally intelligent and really able to kind of work with me and communicate with me the ways that I need to be communicated with, I would be somewhat more willing to forego some of the material stuff.
Like what?
If they're not able to necessarily provide them all.
Like which ones would you give up?
So like I like to travel. So I could forfeit, traveling with him. Like, I'm not gonna pay for you to travel with me. If you can't come, that's cool. I'll find somebody else to go with. So I'm gonna still travel though, right? So like ideally I would want to be in a relationship with somebody who is able to do those things with me. But if they can't, but yet they're meeting those emotional needs, I could look past that.
How about you, Lisa?
I appreciate that, Jill, because I agree with that. Let me say that. I don't know, the idea of having, what are we saying? What is it? High standards.
High maintenance. Same thing, though. Same thing.
High standards. But being high maintenance, I'm way too independent, like outwardly, to a point where like everything has to be initiated by me. So in that sense, it makes me look to other people a lot like I'm low maintenance. And I look at that in the sense of relationship, not like how I appear. So I'm thinking of, like you were saying, with needs, with whether it's communication or money. So I end up always falling in low maintenance relationships because I'm always the one like picking the date, where are we going, making a call, initiating. And even like Joseph with communication, I'm the one pulling that. So I feel like I give off this idea that I like low maintenance, when in reality, I think I like high maintenance. I would like to be taken care of. Have I ever been? No. I would like to, you know what I mean? Like, go ahead.
That's literally where I'm at. Like, when I think about it, I think because the bar is set so low that we believe that we want the basic things like communication and being nice to me and, take me to Applebee's and things that shit, like that. But in reality, if the bar was set a little high where those things were basic standards that people had, I think that a lot more women would admit that they are more high maintenance than what they are accepting. Mo, you?
Yeah, definitely am realizing now that I'm out in this dating scene. I used to be the queen of screaming, I'm not high maintenance, I don't require much. But as I'm getting older and then I've created a life or certain level of life for myself, I don't want to be those who can't meet there. You know what I mean? And it sounds materialistic, but it's just real. I can love you to death, but there's going to be a level of resentment I'm going to grow towards you if those certain things are not being met.
Absolutely.
So yes,
no,
I'm high
I
maintenance.
think that a lot, and I think that a lot of, I think that we all I think that we have to do a better job at, um, what's the word for this one when you go up? Uppering?
Elevating.
Yes.
Uppering. I like uppering.
I felt you.
Uppering. Elevating the bar. Whatever this is called, that's what we need to do. Because again, it is really, really low. It's really low. It's a low across the board. And I think that we do need to elevate the bar collectively so that men could not feel like, somebody said something today, like, men believe that taking a woman out to dinner is tricking off. How? When did that become tricking to pay for a date? Come on. Like, it's just really weird. But does that mean you're high maintenance or that you have certain standards for self and others?
Exactly. So I feel like high maintenance and standards are pretty much interchangeable in this situation because for those who can't maintain that life, it's considered high. It's a lot to keep up. But for those who are on that same level, it's just, you just living. It's not maintaining anything.
I've been out with guys where that literally is the standard. The standard is, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to be there for you. I got your back. You know, whatever you need. You don't have to pay. Like, there's dudes out there that will get offended if you offer. Like, they would literally get offended. Like, yo, put your money ain't good.
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
Those guys, those are my favorite. Like, yo, your money ain't good here. Put that shit away. I went on a date on yesterday, and we went and got beers at the bar. we went and got beers at the bar, and while we're waiting, I had a stack of money in my pocket. So I thought I was being cute and gonna flip out of money so that I could pay for it. But it was only $1. So it kind of... He laughed at me. He's like, what the fuck are you going to do with that $1? And I was like, yo, nigga, I got mad money in here. It just was wrapped up in my bankroll. And he was just like, yeah, put that away. I got it. I was like, wow. Jeez.
That make me feel like I got no money. Make me feel like I'm broke. Like, I like that.
No,
I like
dudes
that
is just...
No, he's right.
I mean, that's just what it is.
Dudes that complain about it are literally like dudes that are broke as fuck.
They can't afford it.
Don't have any money. Yeah. Me too. I like those men. Contrary to Gen Pop belief, chivalry is not dead. At least I hope it's not. Sometimes it is.
It's not dead in my world. I'm not letting it die. I'm not letting it die.
No, I've heard stories. I've seen stories of chivalry being dead. Mm-hmm. I have not experienced that in a little while. Mm-hmm. So I'm good on that front because I don't I don't want to pay.
I agree with that. And it's funny. Listen, we just had this whole situation about it. I'm a little bit more modern when it comes to the situation. Like, if I go on a first date with somebody, and if I'm not feeling the vibe or anything or something, I know there's nothing growing out of this. Like this past week, I offered to pay the bill because that's a whole nother thing. Jesus, I offered to pay the bill though because I felt bad for what I thought happened to this man's car. He got sideswiped, so I thought something bad happened to him while we were on our date. So I was like, oh my goodness, let me pay the bill. I'm not going to lie. There was a part of me that disrespected him immediately when he sat there and allowed me to pay the bill. I was like, the fuck? You're supposed to say, no, I got this, man. Mom, sit down. Like, what are you doing? But
it was the first date?
First date.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. You scared me. I'm not even at your home.
I'm out.
Yo, first date, right? So, okay, now I just have to get into the story.
The door flew open. I was like, yo, wow. Oh my God, I'm dying. I'm dead today. At least it's live.
And it just flew open. Somebody came in. Uh-oh.
The wind is so bad where I'm at.
Oh, this is crazy. So yeah, let me just take it a couple of steps. This was the worst date on the planet. Not on the planet, I've had worse ones, but it was just a date. And it was completely ruined. I can't take the dive. It was completely ruined because the waiter came downstairs and said that oh, someone sideswiped his car while we were in the restaurant, right? So I'm thinking he's lost a bumper or something. Something is really bad because he came downstairs looking like he lost a child. So I felt that paid the bill, allowed me to pay it. Strike number one. We get outside, it's just a little black mark on the back of his bumper.
I would have kicked his car.
I wanted to. I wanted to. It was a little black mark on the back of his bumper. But wait, there's more because that's strike two. Strike three, we had to stop at AutoZone to get the thing to fix the little scratch. Like he was so traumatized. And I'm just like, this is the level of men that I have to deal with right now. That's why I feel just that they make it easier for you to just be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Because
he fixed this on your. He went on the way home. He got stuff to fix his car on your first date that you paid for.
That I didn't even say thank you.
See, we need to key his car. So just slide in the car. This is not acceptable.
Just thinking about that, I think that while he was in the store, you should have called an Uber. And by the time he got out of there, he should have kicked the shit out of all of that car, so that
the whole car.
Left all the doors wide open.
I'm gonna go find it. Because something's got to give. That was disrespectful.
I mean, if you know where he's living, we can make it happen.
Bet. Say less. We'll talk after this. You know,
it don't even got. I mean, this is not what we're doing. This is live, so we would never really think about this.
I've never been to jail, and I want to go back. But like what you said about paying, I wish Jordan could comment this because he put a meme up. He put a question up the other day. Jordan Carter. I know we all know Jordan. He's also my friend in MD, drums for me and creates incredible music, but he's also can be an asshole. And he put up this all the time. Ain't he good? All the time. No. So he put up this question and he said something about Jordan, you got to say it, but it basically had to do with men paying and should that be the standard? Like, I just think that yes, that's part of chivalry, but like you're asking me on a date, pay for it. And if I'm asking you and it's equal still, you tell me now if I'm are we going Dutch? Exactly. Tell me now. Don't wait till we're out. And be looking at each other like, because I'm gonna slide it your way. Yes.
And don't make it seem like I'm cheap and that I can't afford it. I 100% can afford it. Will I afford it? No.
When it comes to you, no.
I'm not gonna afford it. If
I will not afford it.
Come out. I'm gonna order what I want and a drink, and you're gonna enjoy my company because I'm a great date. And that is going to be your compensation that you did something really nice for a really nice girl and you had a great time and you don't even think about the fact that you just, swiped your card for $58. Relax, fucking broco.
You'll be okay.
What? If a nigga is complaining about $58, there wasn't there a video going around of the dude, he itemized the bill for the girl and he was like, yeah, you actually owe me.
You got to pay me that back. Yeah.
2217, sir.
I hate it here. You understand me? Like that's crazy.
Wait. They'll call dudes broke when they don't. Though. That's
when they don't pay. Yes, they are broke. Yes, they're broke.
Why wouldn't you pay? And exactly. Again, so Jordan likes to argue this point that women feel entitled to pay, but Jordan also doesn't allow women to pay unless they threaten his life. So that's
big Jordan and I have oxymoron.
Standard breakfast brunch outing all the time. And there's very seldom times where Jordan will allow me to pay unless I'm like, no, Jordan, I got you. And then he'll be like, you got that. And because that's my friend. But Jordan is one of those people that don't have this issue. So I don't understand why Jordan is always being the one to argue this point.
A walking oxymoron. Jordan, you're no longer allowed to argue this issue if you do not live by it. Okay.
Exactly, Jordan.
And Jordan's
so sweet that people don't have a problem going out and be like, oh, Jordan, I got you, whatever. So I don't understand fuck Jordan.
Oh, wow. Well.
And if they don't have money, take us to Subway. Like, it's fine. Like, just do what's in your budget.
I'm so open. Like,
Chick-fil-A,
I'm so open.
like,
thank you. All I say is have a plan.
That's the thing. Yes,
just have a
plan.
That's it.
I mean, if you don't have money, I feel like you can plan something where no money has to be spent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to know your financial standing on the first date, right? Like, that's not really my business yet. Mm-hmm. But you're going to make it a point to show me that you don't have the funds, then I'm judging you. Like,
100%.
Like, at least fool me once. You know what I mean? Like,
can I talk about the other side of things? The guys that actually like to portray that they are a trick. So let's talk about that, because they talk about women who feel entitled and dinner is going and tricking and all of that. But then there's a lot of guys that sell themselves as the trick. Like, I'm going to take good care of you, baby. Yeah, whatever we want to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So this same guy hit me with that.
Oh, no.
And then took me to fucking Dorset Hall.
Dorset Hall, nice place though, Mom.
It's a nice place,
and let
me pay. So I'm not shitting on Dorset Hall, but no offense, I go to Dorset Hall for my lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not you taking care of me, baby. Stop talking all of that. Like, please. And then I pay the bill. With your broke ass.
So
you gotta
do you think it's okay to broke shame men though?
Yes.
Yes, broke shame us all the fucking time.
In that situation, yes. And I think in situations she had, especially because he then went and paid for stuff at AutoZone, like for a little nick at his car.
And didn't even say, hey, let me cash app you or nothing. Just pouted the whole rest of the night.
Just hold that real quick. I would have if I was me, I would have just put $100 bill in your pocket and was just like, yo, hold that. That's when he would have but let's be honest. I spit. So one of my friends put, these sorry dudes think a dinner date is tricking. You dudes are poor. And he says he said it is. Ain't no way a shorty who bangs on 4 for $4s and Applebee's gonna tell me she wants Del Frisco's all of a sudden. Bitch, please. I don't understand. If I like to go to Applebee's and get a 2 for $2, why can't I ask you to take me to Del Frisco? I like Del Frisco's. I like Applebee's. I like Chick-fil-A.
The reason why I see, there's nothing wrong if you like that and you can take yourself to Del Frisco's. You can take yourself to Wendy's. You can do all of that. But if you're waiting for your knight in shining armor to come take you to Del Frisco's, now that's a problem. I always feel like I don't go on no dates that I can't cover my damn self, just in case I get hit with a fuckboy.
Same.
Go ahead. I go on a lot of dates that I can't cover. Not because I can't cover it. It's because I'm not gonna cover it. The fuck? Like,
I understand. We make the conscious decision that we're not. But you better believe if we get there and that motherfucker is literally unable to pay it, I'm gonna be able to pay my meal and I'm gonna leave you sitting there looking stupid. But I'm not gonna have us both looking stupid.
I'm gonna pay my meal. He should have came prepared. Just like how I came prepared, just in case he wasn't gonna pay. He should come prepared just in case I don't pay, which I'm not. So he should be prepared. I'm just saying. I just feel like if you're gonna call me out of my home and you're gonna invite me out on an outing, that there should be no question in your heart that you are gonna handle this situation. And it's not even one of those things. I'll even excuse myself to the bathroom when the check comes so that you can get your things in order.
Yeah, figure it out.
I will even gather the check for you. I will even write it. I will even put the tip and calculate it.
Yeah.
I'll even sign your shit. Mm-hmm. Look at me being a team player. How can you not look at that and not say, wow, she's a dope ass girl. She even wrote the tip that I owe the waitress.
She held the paper while I signed it.
Exactly. She sat there with me and made sure that I had it right. She made sure the waiter came and got it. You know, she returned
that's a rider right there.
Right before she poured me extra water. I'm doing all those things because I am making up for the fact that you are going to handle this shit. It's a simple shit. I'm not arguing with nobody about it. I had one argument with one motherfucker about it, and he was like, "My bad, it would never happen again," and he still paid most of the bill. I had to pay for like the fucking apps or some shit. Like, boy.
Yeah, we don't do that. At this age in life, I'm no longer doing that, though. I agree. I'm not paying for anything.
And so, like, this is a learning lesson from you because, you know, even when a dude seems like he is in distress, you sit there and you be in distress.
Still act dumb. Still act dumb. That's what I'm gonna do. Just sit there like.
You also are emotionally fucked up by what happened to his car.
Right. Now I'm traumatized. He passed his trauma on to me. And I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve that.
You
I didn't.
Okay, so the first date I feel like is a given. I think almost most women go into the first date expecting the guy to pay. How many dates do you want the guy to pay? Do you, like, in the entirety of your dating experience, do you want them paying for the dates or for dinner or whatever the case is? Like, how do you want that? Like, how long does this go on? Because from a financial standpoint, I can honestly say if you're a dude who's dating multiple people and you're out here, you know what I'm saying, going to dinner 2-3 times a week or, you know, even 2-3 times a month, that gets pretty expensive. So how long does a dude have to pay and cover the bill?
Go ahead, Mo.
Just patiently waiting. So my theory is this: the expectation, general expectation, is that you're going to be paying for the rest of your life, King. That's the expectation. Now, what I don't want, what I do believe in is I also believe in reciprocation. So there will be times where I'll jump in and be like, "Babe, I got this. Babe, I got this." But I don't ever want you to expect me to do any of that. The expectation is for you to be the lead, or not the lead, for you to pay all the time. That's just the expectation. And I always tell men, don't date unless you can afford to date. A lot of men think that just going out and slinging their dicks is good enough. No, you got to have paper to actually get a quality woman. Let's just call it what it is.
What you was going to say, Lisa?
It's funny because this is where my independent ass comes in. Like, I do think the first few dates, Jill, I think the man should. That's just how I feel. But after that, I'm very much 50-50. And I don't mean splitting a check. I mean, like, I'm telling you off jump, like I'm about to take you to Delfino's, you know, I got you. But then I'm not offering next time. Like, I hope that it becomes a thing where we figure it out. But I also agree with Mo, like you need to be stable. I mean, and that goes for women too. Like,
exactly.
These are the fights I get in with dudes that are like, you want us to be stable, but you don't even have, you still living with your baby daddy. And like, that's how they're talking to other women. But like in general, the man should have his shit together if he wants to continue. If y'all just fucking, fine.
Yeah.
If he wants to really do something, because Jill, you're right. Like, that's mad expensive if they're going on like 5-6 dates a week with different women and paying for them, which is on them. But like, if you're just doing it with them, I'd say after the first couple, I'm like, okay, let's go half on a baby here and there.
Yeah, and I think it's also sexy for a woman to just sometimes be like, "Hey, babe, get dressed. I want to take you out." I think that's very sexy.
I like that stuff. You know, like, and then I noticed, like, when you're talking to someone consistently and you guys are going on dates consistently, a date is not necessarily always going out to a restaurant. So there'll be times where you might, hey, we're going to watch some movies, and I'll be like, oh, I'll pick up a pizza. Or you want some Chipotle.
Yeah.
Or I'm stopping over here. Do you want to get it? So I do also consider those not necessarily dates, but like me contributing to our overall relationship. I might not pay when we go to the actual restaurant, but most likely I'm picking up a lot of the tabs when we're just casually eating or casually eating up. You know, like, we go to the movies. Oh, I got the tickets. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I'll get us the whatever. So like, let's compromise. But like Mo said, I do expect you to take the brunt of that outdoor entertainment and food and beverage entertainment. I do expect that from you. But in return, you should expect that I got your back in a whole bunch of other ways. You need a ride, you need this, that. I got you. So when I go out with you, take care of me so that I'm more inclined to take care of you.
Come on, one hand washes the other. Come on. You're so stupid.
I'm not taking anybody to see Beyonce because Beyonce is very expensive.
I actually took someone to see Beyonce
dumb
before.
Expensive.
You took somebody to see Beyonce?
I mean, Brandon was my wife, but still, yeah.
Oh, that doesn't count. I thought you was talking about Jimmo from down the
fuck
street.
out of here.
Right.
Not Mr. Scuffo. Fuck out of here.
AutoZone.
What are some things that you're insecure about in relationships?
Are we about to get deep now? That's that time. It's that time of the show. I'll start off.
Yeah, go ahead. I gotta think about this one.
I had because I really when Jill put these questions in there, I was in the shower and then I did a soft shower cry. Well, I was thinking about it.
I'm glad it was a soft one though.
It was a soft. I didn't do the sob. It was just like a little tear with the shower, right? I'm realizing there are two things that I'm very insecure about in relationships, and even being able to recognize it is a good thing for me. Number one is I'm incredibly jealous. As open as I am, I think it is a defense mechanism for my jealousy. So the reason why I'm so open to like extra parties and things like that is to protect my natural instinct of insane jealousy that I have.
That's deep, Miss Mofilla.
Tapping in.
Unpack that shit, bitch. Unpack that shit.
I unpacked it.
That's facts. That is a fact.
Yeah. The second piece was the physical aspect. I'm a very confident woman. I think I'm beautiful. But we all have certain parts of our body where like, I wish this. And then Instagram doesn't help when the bitches is all looking like this in the waist and big in the ass. It doesn't help. So there are times where I find myself becoming physically insecure where I'm like, I don't feel as pretty or I'm not as cute. But I have those days and I try to work through it. But it's just being real. Those are my biggest insecurities in relationships. Some days I don't feel like the cutest and I want you to make me feel like I'm the only person in the fucking world and you better not see anybody else. That's it.
How about you, Jill?
So one of my biggest insecurities, I would say, is me getting to the point where like I actually feel like I need somebody and then they don't show up.
Ooh,
right? Like, cause like
right there.
I think as women, when you get let down a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like you definitely build up this wall and you get to a place where you're just kind of like, I could do bad all by myself. I don't need anybody, et cetera, et cetera. But then like when you get to the place where you finally let a motherfucker in and, you show them and you tell them that you need them and they're like,
I
ain't here for all that.
Like, bruh, I'm traumatized now. Thank you. I'm never gonna open up ever again. Like, thank you.
That's it. I am now dead inside. Like
legit.
Yeah.
You, Lisa, you finished? I mean, Jill. How about you? What's your insecurities?
Jill just made me feel like that's mine too. You stole mine. My insecurity is that I love so hard and I'm so afraid that someone's gonna tell me. I mean, and it just to be truthful, it has happened before that I love too much. Like I over love. Yeah. And that could be physical and just verbal or whatever, but like because I didn't see that as much growing up, that's what I feel like I gotta give. So when I'm around people that think I'm too much, I try to dim myself down and then I'm like, but there's gotta be someone that thinks this too much is just right.
Yes.
But that's my insecurity. So now going into all these relationships, I like, even if they're just dating, I double check my text. Did I text 2 hours ago? I hope it wasn't 20 minutes ago because I don't want to over passion.
I don't want to look too much. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my insecurity. So there you go. Like looking too much. And I guess it's thirsty in a way. Like I don't want to look thirsty, but if I'm in a relationship, it wouldn't be thirst. It would just be, I guess, being too over passionate or over loving. And I don't think that's a thing. And I hate to even verbalize that, but I know there's women that feel the same. So I'm saying it. It sucks.
I am the same way. Like I never want to feel like an obligation. That's a huge insecurity. Like I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to like me or be with me or tolerate, or I don't ever want to feel like I'm being tolerated in a relationship. I want you to I want you to give a fuck about my feelings and about things about me. And same thing like you, Lisa. Like I'm very passionate. I like to be around people, and I want them to feel the same way about me. So I'm very insecure as to not overexert myself or not to put too much out there. I'm not gonna say I love you first. I'm not gonna tell you I like you. All those things. I don't want you to feel like I'm more into this than you are. More hurt my feelings, and I don't want my feelings hurt. Which brings me to a topic of discussion, which is on to this. So today in the H&H Tell Me Everything group, if you guys are not part of that group, go ahead and join it. It's a discussion group. Disclaimer: that group could be extremely fucking toxic. It will make you have a very, very diminished thoughts of men and women relationship. Sometimes it will make you angry and be like, fuck your shit. I'm not doing it. I don't want to be with nobody. I'm going to be literally single for the rest of my life because how some people interact in there. So Frida Kahlo, is it Kahlo? Kahlo?
I think that's how you pronounce it, Kahlo.
She told her husband, I'm not asking you to kiss me nor apologize to me when I think you're wrong. I won't even ask you to hug me when I need it most. I don't ask you to tell me how beautiful I am, even if it's a lie, nor write me anything beautiful. I won't even ask you to call me to tell me how your day went, nor tell me you miss me. I won't ask you to thank me for everything that I do for you, nor to care about me when my soul is down. And of course, I won't ask you to support me in my decisions. I won't even ask you to listen to me when I have 1,000 stories to tell. I won't ask you to do anything, not even be by my side forever. Because if I have to ask you, I don't want it anymore. How do you feel about that? Go ahead, Lisa. You look like you're ready.
Because to be honest, I've read that a million times. I've never heard that read out loud. And even the way you were reading it was making me think it was like one of my friends talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, if I have to ask you, I don't want it. Like, I mean, isn't she the one who also had a separate house from her husband? She had this whole thing of like, thought separate houses was the way. Because that's
she's a G. She's also the one that pretty much stole a guy's girlfriend who did her wrong. Like, she's my idol. I love her.
As you should.
She pulls up.
I love her.
Fuck her. Fuck bitch.
Yeah, but his whole family. Take his mama too. But I think that's real. Like, okay, in my mind, of course, that's 100% how I feel. Would I behave in that nature? No, because I'm always thinking that I have to, like, it's a seeking validation thing where she's not asking for that. She's saying you should be doing it on your own. I shouldn't be seeking. So 1,000,000%, I would love that. I would love to be able to say that because I would expect that I'd have a partner that's doing that. But the reality in my experience is it's constant, like, did you like, are we having a good time? Like, is this it's like pulling, like, I just find I'm pulling teeth with so many people, and I never realized, I think because of social media, like maybe when I was dating in my 20s, it didn't feel as hard to pull communication or validation, but now it's like one word answers and things like that, and having to pull responses that what she said is so real, but I don't know if that's a reality of life. And I hope there's a man like that.
Is your reality a little skewed because you're an entertainer and you are pretty much, a celebrity amongst, people that live every fucking here and everywhere. So like, what is it harder for you to actually find, like meaningful relationships and are you with me because I'm Lisa Bello, or do you like me? Do you like me?
Do you like me?
I'm glad you said that because it's a weird thing. I'm not famous. I'm like niche famous in the sense that like in this city and many, I know a lot of people. I can make a lot of moves, blah, blah, blah. Like I've dated NBA players. I've been to spaces where people are of a higher caliber and things are different. However, now that I'm in my New York and Boston home, it is that. And that sounds weird to say out loud. So thank you for framing it. But it can be like that. Like, are you excited by this entertainer you saw on stage that might be able to get you into the Jordan Carter Beyonce concert? Or do you like this tattooed but very introverted extrovert that's a single mom? It's a weird lane. So if I act like my stage self, I can't keep that up in a real relationship. So I can keep that up in a minute, like I'm on the apps. Like we can keep that up in like once a month, this and that. The reality is I like you to tell me that I'm good at this. I like you to tell me that I'm this and that. I like you to take care of me and blah, blah, blah. I'm not on stage fighting your girlfriend every day. So like, can we, I've never been asked that. So first of all, thank you. Because that puts me in a space where I have to be like, shit.
Yeah, you got to reevaluate how you look at shit. Yeah,
and yes. as you know, like people being in the industry, I think that the industry in general is just a hard like thing to navigate because you're always kind of guarded. You know, like you got to make sure that you are maintaining, you know, yourself. You have a kid, and on top of that, you're a whole woman and a whole entertainer. So there's so many different sides of you, and then you want to make sure that somebody is able to respect all the different sides of you. Like you said, I can't always be the entertainer on the stage. That's not. I can hold that up all day, but you know, like after I get off the stage, I just want to go home and put on my big pajamas and my big t-shirt, and I want to, you know, sit here and, you know, scratch my ass, like things like that. Like those things I really am. If I'm a boss all the time, when I'm home, I don't want to be a boss. I want, you know, I want to be loved and I want to be respected. And that's what I liked about this quote. I know a lot of men saw it and automatically thought of, oh, women have this list and women want us to be mind readers and this and that and whatever. But if you really look at the list and you listen to it and you read it, she's asking for the most basic shit. If I'm feeling down, give me a hug. If I dress up for you, tell me I'm pretty.
I look nice.
You know, like little stuff. Like if I'm an entertainer or whatever, support me, have my back. You know, like all of the most basic shit that both men and women really actually want together. Why is it that when I say it and I make it seem like a list that I want you to read my mind or that I am being high maintenance or I want this or like that? When if you just stop to fucking think about it, I just want you to give a fuck about me. Can you? Is it possible that you can give a fuck about me?
Yeah.
So
I think honestly, this Gen, I don't even know what Gen we're in. Are we Gen Z now? I don't even freaking know.
Gen Z.
This Gen Z
about it.
has been all about the take, and what can I get and what can I come up from and all of that when it comes to relationships. Nobody actually, I think we've lost the art of actually connecting with each other and learning each other for who each other is, not what I can get from you. What can you give to me? What voids can you fill in my life? Like, no, just connecting. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
It's very, very basic. Like it's just very basic interpersonal skills.
If it's somebody you care about on any level, you would do these things on any level.
Friend, lover, family. Like all of those things are things like if I saw my sister and I dressed up, I would want to be like, bitch, you look nice.
Bitch,
you know, like if I walk into the house and I'm all dressed up and she's like,
I'm like, bitch, we got a problem? What we got? What's up?
Are you okay?
Yeah. You don't see me looking nice?
Not like, take all of this.
Wow.
All
Jill, you posed some questions like, should women have to ask for that? Is that part of just normal communication? Like, is that something that you guys feel like you should have to ask for?
So for me, you know, just reading that quote without any context, for me, it felt a little like promoting not communicating with your partner and not making your needs be known, and kind of expecting them to read your mind, right? So like at the beginning of a relationship, maybe the person doesn't know that these are the things that, you know, you kind of need to feel good. And so should you somewhat be responsible for conveying to them like, hey, these are the things that I like, or when they do them, say, you know what, I really appreciate you saying that, or I really appreciate you you being there for me when I was having a bad day the other day. Because I know for me, like as we were talking about like insecurities or whatever, I never want anybody to feel like I need them, right? And so for me to even come out and it's taken literally years of therapy for me to be able to get to the point where I could comfortably say to somebody like, yo, this is an actual need of mine. I need you to be emotionally supportive. I need you to, you know, want to have a conversation and talk through things or whatever when I'm stressing out or whatever the case is. So like just being able to verbalize that these are needs for me is also a very important like exercise that I know I have to practice, because the alternative is me slipping back into some of my toxic traits where it's just kind of like fuck, I could do bad all by myself. Need these hoes, right?
Go
so
ahead.
I was just agreeing. Sorry, keep going, Jill. I'm like,
yeah, we were all like, yes. Come to church, say amen. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tricky, you know. I feel like as women, and I know like March is like Women's Month and all this other stuff, but like I think that there are so many things that we do as women that we don't necessarily even realize that we do just to, you know, like get men's attention or to keep men's attention or to get the validation that that we so much want. And we're doing all of these things, and sometimes it's to our own detriment, right? Like like Lisa was talking about, making herself less palpable by, you know, not being so extra or not trying not to
being
be
her. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And then like on the flip side, you know, dudes will be like, yo, Jill, you're a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so like now I have to work harder at being softer and not being such a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like being like leaning more into the more feminine sides of my personality or whatever. And so like there's so many things that I feel like we're constantly balancing. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, got her titties out, right? Like, is that too much? Is that too little? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have sex appeal, but then at the same time, you don't want a motherfucker to send you dick pics when you're not looking for dick pics, right? Like,
send your dick pics at that.
It's too much. It's like I feel like there's a constant like push and pull in terms of just trying to find like where we're the most comfortable in our skin, and to finally get to the place where you can say like, yo, fuck everybody, this is who I am, take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I think that's always has to be the goal. That has
how do you I don't know how to get to that point. You know, like
it's hard. I think it's a lifelong thing. Like I've always been like, I've never been afraid of getting older, you know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like I'm 1 year closer to not giving a fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Like
being 40. I've been waiting for 40 for all my life.
I can't wait.
When I'm 40, I'm gonna be like
40's gonna be it.
Bitch, I'm 40. I don't gotta do anything. You know, I'm 40 years old. I don't have to listen, honey.
Nothing.
I feel like 50 is the official switch where you really
no,
just don't
but
give
why?
a fuck.
I don't want to wait that long. This is like
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
I'm gonna still hold on to 40 because I've been waiting for 40 for a long time.
I'm sorry. All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I witnessed my mom go through 40, and like she thought it was gonna be that. It was gonna be, you know, 40. I don't give a fuck. I'm free, and 40 hit
bullshit.
40 hit her like a ton of bricks. She actually became like really way more self-conscious for a second, because now it's like I'm 40. I'm 40 years old. Oh my God. And then I feel like between 40 and 50 is when that switch of I don't give a fuck no more kind of went off. So I'm
that feels so late.
I'm just preparing y'all. I know 40. What we do have to look forward to is greater sex at 40, though. We become a huge.
I'm gonna get a BBL by then. I'm getting a BBL.
No, that's right.
I feel going down that route, because now that I'm back in the gym, working out is not as fun as it used to be when I was younger. My knees are hurting me. I can't
talk
do
about it.
Jumping jacks. Burpees are fucking
what?
What are those?
The fuck?
What are those?
Oh,
my body's
jump roping. I'm jump roping to try to do cardio, and I'm like injuring my knee, injuring my ankle. I'm like, is it really worth it? I'm just trying to.
These are the times where your body starts having aches and pains. People like, not that old. Why?
No.
Get out of the bed. You're like,
the random pains.
The knee cracking when you walk in. Get this. Get some Botox in the BBL.
Today, and my knee cracked, and I was like, "Ooh, this must be. I must need a replacement."
Listen, I was always the poster child. Like, I will never do any type of, elective surgeries or anything like that. I'll be honest. I've been looking like
sign me up. How much I run?
On Bello, you gonna freeze this thing up on me?
Will my stimmy cover it? If my stimmy cover it,
well, you need a little bit more because right now somewhere got them for like a special right now for the BBL. You get a 5. It's only 5 stacks for a BBL, and I was just like,
I don't trust an on-sale surgery procedure.
Yeah, I don't trust that. Nah, that's why I don't want to spare the money. I don't want any discounts on that one.
Tattoo discounts and surgery discounts.
Yeah, nah.
Why you give me a discount on this surgery?
Exactly.
You're surgerying me. You can charge me all of the money so I can make sure that you discount my surgery.
They taking some of your fat and putting it to somebody else's body to discount everybody getting some fat. You getting some?
No, you being a practice dummy. You trying to work on your craft and you're going to use me. Like, no, ma'am.
Let me see what this do.
I'm not trying to be a science project.
Oh, God.
This week in social media topics, it was about whole phases. And unfortunately, I came across this a lot. Did you guys have a whole phase?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have one this week, but I haven't really had one.
I plan on having one this week.
Actually scheduled to have a whole phase.
Summer 2021 is when it's going down for me. It's going down.
I always wanted to have a whole phase, but I've always been somebody who is, not obsessed with body count, but like I don't want no extra body. But I just feel like I should be. No, there was like a 2-week period where I did fuck a lot.
She's like, hold on. Let me go through my Rolodex.
There was those 2 weeks. Wait a minute.
There was a time where I was a little bit out of control. It was like, wow. But it wasn't really crazy. It was like 3.
I just want to make sure we don't count anything like out of town stuff like that, right? Nothing like that. Okay, just making sure.
Or terrible or out of town don't count.
Terrible, out of town, and member stairwell sex. We don't count those.
Yeah. So in that case, I've never actually had a whole face. So
she's like, I never actually had sex.
Actually, never had sex, and I'm a virgin.
You're a virgin.
I'm a virgin, guys.
Look at that. Oh man, that's called whole math. That's whole math.
I like that. I like it.
You know what though? I don't even like the term
whole phase. Like, I don't like it either.
I just feel like, you know what? If that's what the mood calls for,
go for it.
Yeah,
like, is it almost like who's judging?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, who's got to know that? I don't think it's anybody's business what your vagina is doing.
Agreed.
True.
I also think that it doesn't. What I do with my vagina doesn't necessarily affect you in any type of way, So for you to have any judgments on what I do with my body is weird, and it's weird business. And if I want to fuck your father, I should be able to.
In a stairwell.
Because then it doesn't.
Not my dad, but someone else.
Because then it doesn't.
My dad, but anybody else's dad are definitely.
Anyone in the comments, like out in the street?
Y'all that for sure.
I agree with you. I don't think it's. I think people are trying to take the word and empower themselves. So I understand that they're trying to say, especially women, because we get so screwed over in everywhere for having a body count. We should all just be virgins, or our first man is our man for life. Mm-hmm. So I think it is a thing of taking back. But I agree with Jill. Like the fact that people have to label it. It's like doing you is however you decide to do you that week, whether that's one person, multiple,
or all the people,
or everyone in the congregation.
Do what you want.
That do what you want. Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, and why not? It's mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Now, I feel like I'm about to spark up a whole fire with this, but I did watch a video that kind of warped my way. No, wow, I wish.
I was like, how did that get out there?
Well, who linked that one? But no, it was a video kind of going in about the double standard when it comes to body counts with men versus women. And he was the man that gave the science. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt. But it made sense, and I'm all about logic when it's said and done, right? So his explanation was the male species, no matter what genre, human, animal, whatever, the male species is a natural aggressor. They're the natural chaser. They're the natural acquirers, right? So the amount of them having like large body counts is actually a good thing for them because they're good at their job, aka acquiring, hunting, and getting their new prey. Now, the reason why women get a negative connotation for being or having bodies is because our job in nature is to have a filter for the correct suitor. So not any and every suitor that approaches us should be able to get through our filter. So when a woman has multiple bodies, that's a reflection of a bad filter. And I was like,
yeah, my filter pretty broke. It's broke. I front.
Oh, hey yo.
I can't even no, there are times where I've sat back like, so Joe, you just out here fucking anybody? Like
you gave it to him? You gave it to that motherfucker?
My filter's broken.
No, that shit dead broke. It's hella broke. I can't even front. You know what I'm saying? Like when I actually sit and ponder upon my behavior, I don't do that a lot because I'd feel really bad about myself and I don't got time for all that. So when I actually do, it's like, damn, do better. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's another part of why I'm on this, vaginal sabbatical, just because of the fact that I've made some pretty piss poor pussy decisions. Like I've got to do better. I do.
You got to do better.
I gotta patch up my filter. I said it. I gotta patch up my filter. Clearly, there's some holes in that bitch. I gotta patch it up.
My screen broke.
My screen is broken.
It's got a couple of holes in it. Just like 3 or 4 near the top. But
put some tape on it.
Right.
Gorilla glue.
Not gorilla glue.
Not gorilla glue.
Hold it together. Hold it together. Hold it together. I agree. Like I'm one of those people that are very kind of, like I guess maybe I'm a head whore, maybe.
Oh yes. Yes, you are.
I really enjoy receiving head.
I thought you meant you were a whore in your head, and I was like, okay.
Mental whore.
In my head, I'm a huge hoe, like whole whore, whatever you want to call it. In my head, I be out here getting it in. But instead, I just get a lot of head. I like it. I like it. So if I was to count that too, then I would have a lot, but that's not real sex. So we
don't count that. That goes right with the stairwell.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess when it comes to, I think I just have a different filter. My filter is more like,
you don't have an oral filter.
Yeah, I might not have a penetration. My penetration filter might be really, really intact, but my head filter is almost non-existent. I'm in away with the wind that's going outside. It just not there. You want to give me head? Fine.
Sure, you're more than welcome to.
You got signs up? Who wants to give me head?
Yeah, get on my Calendly. Let me know when I'm free.
Yes, book me. Yes.
Send the link to your friend. Like whatever, look it up.
Wait, are you on dating apps? Because on one of the apps I was on the other day, this dude will have no face, but he was called like the Coochie Gobbler. And it said the Coochie Gobbler, he was like 30, whatever, doesn't show his face. He's like, how it works is you show up, take your pants off, I stay clothed, I take care of you, I swear I'm fine, I just want to be discreet, and then I send you on your way. no penetration.
So what's his
Right. What dating app was that on?
Where'd you find him?
Right. Send that in the group. Send that in the group text, please.
Let me get on the Wi-Fi so I could
let me airdrop that to y'all real quick.
Yeah, send that on over. Send that on over. Yeah.
Let me delete an app so I can add that one. And you said
there's Matt.
Coochie Gobbler.
Coochie Gobbler. I'm here for it.
There's mad dudes like that, and they don't show their face. Obviously, I'm not like going to these dudes, but I'm looking and I'm like, that's not a bad idea. If, like you just said, that's what you like that's what this dude likes to do. Like that's a real exchange. That's communication.
I really like that. I mean, I think that's a good. That's a good exchange.
We did. We were all like, what is this number?
How do you spell Coochie Gobbler? Is it
2B? 2L?
Let me see if I know I took a picture of it. That stuff is wild.
Let me scroll. But yeah, that's literally what it is. Like, I don't want you all over me when you're done. Thank you so much.
I do the Jill bow. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's so good. But I gotta go. My kid is.
You shouldn't even have to give an excuse with the Coochie Gobbler. He knows what it is.
Yeah.
You just show up. You go boom.
He's my kind of guy because he's just like, oh, I'm just over here for the 8 o'clock, and
Boom. I got an 8 o'clock.
Well, you have to hurry up because 9:15 will be here very soon. I got to get myself time in between. So
I'm so mad he's got an 8 o'clock.
He went on my Calendly. I know that's where he booked it. It alerted me that that's what was going on. So that was what that was. Speaking of families,
she's getting worse with these transitions. It took me a second. Like, did we go to family?
She just said my kids calling me.
Okay. Is that where we went with it?
Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Because
that all ties together.
That was the segue. My kids calling me family, Harry and Meghan.
Wow.
So in tabloid news, in this week, what was popping this week was the fact that Harry and Meghan, Prince Harry and the Duchess Meghan, decided. Are they still that? Do they still hold those names, even though they?
I think for now they do. I think that's going to change very soon, but for now,
maybe they just Harry and Meghan now, right?
No, they just Harry and Meg.
Mr. Harry and Mrs. Meg.
Oh,
I'm gonna send that to y'all. Sorry, I just
send that. Send put the Coochie.
Send it.
Your way,
the lady grabbing the cheeks. I like that.
Yeah. Send that. And in all reality, are those people to be taken seriously? Like,
I'm sure he's dead ass.
I'm gonna show up with no underwear on, and you better do exactly what the hell you said you're gonna do.
The disciplinarian was there too. I had to take a picture of his. Just letting you know.
What does he do? Read it to me.
Thank you.
Whether you've been naughty or looking for discipline to center you, a good spanking can work wonders. This alpha male delivers discipline, bondage, teasing, and something else. I didn't get the rest.
I think I know him. Actually.
Yes.
What app is this? So that one was Tinder. I had to get off that.
Let me download Tinder. Clearly. Clearly, I need to download Tinder because that's where my crowd is. That's where my summer crowd is located.
Yeah. As for Mark, yes, I do stop him as soon as. I mean, I'm done. Like after I'm done. What are we still doing here? I came.
Oh no, I like the challenge of to see how many times I can come concurrently.
No.
I love that.
You know that's what I don't like. I don't like to be tortured. I don't like you to be fucking torturing my pussy. When I'm finished, leave me alone. Come out of it. Don't be that dude. I once dated. Did I talk about it on this show one time? Back in the day, I once dated this dude. Shout outs to him. And I went up at his house and we was doing a little thing. I never actually fucked him, but he gave me head and then he gargled my jizz. He was like,
no.
And I was like,
No, that's
I ran out of that house. I was like, that's some different shit. That's different,
interesting.
weird, freaky shit that I'm not about that. You know, like that's I don't like that.
I'm concerned at that point.
A little interesting.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was. How long
just trying to.
I was maybe like 20 minutes. I'm pretty quick. But yeah, like he would attack me, and then even after I finished and tried to like wrestle away, he would like pry me down, like
I love that. I like that.
A full Nelson or something.
Yeah.
And lock me down, and I wouldn't be able to
a full Nelson.
And then I would try to like flip over, and the next thing I know, I'm face down, ass up, like it's so much. Like it's so much. I'm scared. Leave me alone. Let go of my foot.
Oh, I wasn't ready.
You had me at all of that until he started gargling. He had me at all of that until the gargle happened.
He did. It was disturbing, and that was the end of our little talk Asianship, because I was just like, that's weird, and I'm judging you, and I shouldn't be judging anybody that I'm, So I.
The wind is trying to tear my room apart.
Yeah, the wind's wilding out.
Let me excuse me a second.
Knocked open my door like I wasn't shit. Like I'm not here having a fucking discussion.
Speaking of gargling, so what happened with Megan and Harry?
This is what we're doing tonight.
We just jumping around because we all had 20 minutes left. So yeah, this week in tabloid news. Stand up again, Mo. Stand up again, Mo, for real quick. Oh, I just wanted to know if you can stand up again really quickly.
Why? What are you guys trying to see?
Whatever you're wearing right now is turning me on.
I can't. Did you see how much I had to struggle to get off this couch?
Stand up. We gotta see. All you gotta do is say yes.
Oh, don't sing to me, girl. That's gonna make me act up.
Look at her. Sit back with your little peephole. I wish one of you.
I see that.
I can't. If I stand up, all you're gonna see is my belly.
There's a little hole right there. I seen it.
I do. It's little. Look at your titties.
Is that what you guys want to see right there?
Thank you.
I do.
That was a good segue right there.
Sorry.
That was a good segue, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they recently separated themselves from the royal family. We found out. We were inside scooped that the royal family is racist, and they don't really fuck with her like that because she's whatever, and they are separating themselves because they want to have their own life. The question is, would you denounce your family for your spouse? Who comes first, family or origin of new family? Family of origin or the new family?
I mean, it depends. That's a loaded question because, like, if your family's toxic, it's clearly the spouse. But if your spouse is toxic,
it's clear your family.
But like, their whole family is a bunch of inbreds looking crazy, talking about they're worried about a child's skin color. Like that line of incestuous, crazy mouth looking
you all look like dogs. Like all of you.
All of them.
It's weird.
All of them.
Ouch.
I didn't actually see the whole interview. Obviously, I got all the finest tidbits from social media because social media ain't shit. Social media is ain't shit as it comes. Social media gives zero fucks. The memes that went on about it was absolutely amazing.
Insane.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where you had to almost choose between family and your new and your bae? Because maybe they didn't like him. Really, Mo?
Yeah. I came out the closet with my ex-wife.
Oh.
And my family is 1000% church Christian. So it was a huge, like, it wasn't, I had to choose my family or her. It was more like, well, in essence, I did because I rocked with her. And I was just like, no matter what you guys feel, this is who I'm with. And I'm not going to be ashamed of it. Luckily, my family isn't like the royal family where it's like, you're not doing what we say you're going to do. So we're going to cut you off. And we, eventually grew over the years to get back to where we needed to be as a family. But yeah, I ended up having to make a choice.
Oh, did you have falling out with your family over it?
Yeah, I hadn't spoken. There was a moment where I hadn't spoken to one of my brothers, for like years. Like years. He almost wasn't going to come to the wedding. He ended up showing up like, it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. It tested the Poe family 1000%.
Really?
Yeah.
And what did that do for you mentally?
It was a two-edged sword. It was a good thing and a bad thing. Number one, it shattered every idea I thought my family was before this happened.
Oh.
Because anybody that saw us, we looked or appeared to be a very close-knit family. We were all in church, all singing like the wine-ins and all of that. So we looked like a solid unit. When that happened and I felt that dissension, it was like, damn, I guess we're not, as tight. I didn't know something like this, a life decision for myself, would affect my family dynamic so deeply.
Damn.
And then on the other side, though, it also gave me a level of independence. I'm now considered like the pioneer of my family. They all joke and say that because I'm the one that breaks the barrier. So like now I got nieces and nephews who are part of the Rainbow Tribe who have an easier walk to come through because my brothers now understand what, the struggle is or what, the story is.
Do you think, all of you, do you guys think it's harder for a family to accept a female versus a male who is...
I think males get it way harder.
They do.
A gay male gets it extremely hard.
I feel like it's another double standard. Like, like if you ask guys, like, would you rather your daughter be a lesbian or your son be gay? It's unanimous that they would all almost say, like, I would rather my daughter be lesbian because in their head, their daughter won't be receiving dick, and that's safe.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Because they know how shitty men could be almost. So it's like, oh, she don't got to mess with those men out there, blah, blah, blah. And for the men, it almost feels like, yo, what?
Yeah.
My legacy. You know? I think it's a lot harder for them. If you were a boy, would you think it would have went worse?
No, honestly, I think I got it because I grew up with a single mom. So I think mothers have a different reaction to a lesbian daughter than they would have to a gay son.
You think mothers in turn would rather their son be gay than their daughter? Is that
what I mean is, well, in a sense, because when a mother has a daughter, and especially for me, I'm the only daughter. I'm expected to give her grandchildren. So the piece where I'm like now dealing with a woman that now in her mind is like, I'm not getting my grandchildren. What do you mean? Even with a gay male, I feel like mothers don't even think about that with a gay male because they still feel like in some way, shape, or form, they could end up having, a grandchild if they decided to. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think mothers take it a little bit differently when it's a girl coming out. I think they do.
Lisa, as an Italian, how does that work? Like in your people.
In your people, what?
You talking about the alphabet mafia or just dating in general?
Like dating in general, and also like homosexuality, and all of that. Because I know Italians are y'all are very close knit family. Like family means everything. Like all of that stuff, legacies and passing it on and stuff like that. What is it?
And having children to carry the name on. Yeah, it's hard because you're saying that now, and I have a big family, and I'm like, I don't have any out cousins, and I know there's like a few, and I'd never obviously make anyone. They're not watching, but make them uncomfortable. But there's a big machismo in the Italian community, and it's sad. It's just like freaking A Bronx Tale in those movies where everybody's got to be, this fucking guy. And that's sad. Like, just to go back to something Jill said earlier, and I know she was saying that dudes are saying sometimes you come off like a dude. Like, that's the Italian in me that gets misperceived sometimes, that people who aren't my family think that I'm a lesbian all the time. And I was telling Mo on the show the last time, I'm like, let them think it. It's cool, like whatever. But that's a thing. So I do have family members that will ask me to wear dresses to certain events. Not my immediate family, but family that will like want me to, because I look like this. They're like, can you just be a little bit more womanly? Because even the appearance of looking like a lesbian can be a bit of a shame for a family. So I would say in our community, it's looked down upon. I do think Mo's right with single moms, like with the men getting it easier. But in general, I think the men in my family would rather their daughter be a lesbian than their son be considered.
For sure. I feel like on the male side, that's an automatic. They don't want their son to be gay, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alphabet mafia.
That's lit though. It's lit.
I heard that on TikTok. All right.
We I think we have like a couple more. I can't even read anymore.
Oh, okay.
Race and everything like that. Does racism make you fear dating outside your race?
I can't speak on this, so you guys go.
Okay.
I mean, same thing. Like, like
both
Italians, Haitians, like Africans, like everybody almost wants everybody to date within their ethnicity, their race, all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Is that big in like the Italian family too? Because I've always been fascinated with Italians.
Yeah, so they don't, growing up, my family didn't like Irish people. That was like a big fight, and it's not even like anything major, but you just, because your last name wouldn't end in a vowel, and it just wouldn't be like,
Takes your Italian away.
Like my mom's father, because she's Italian and Irish, and my mother's father used to call my father a guinea, which is like a slang word for Italians, or a greaseball, and he hated that she dated him. He was an awful man, but like I was old enough to hear him say that. So my determination was to date whoever. I was always like, I don't care, whatever they are, whoever they are, like I'm gonna do it. Ironically, my whole life, I've never dated a white man, and it's not because I go out and say I don't like them. I guess I'm just not their type. Maybe this point in life, I've had a lot more white men approach me, but growing up, unless they were very Italian, if they were just regular, no culture background in the white community, that's not even a
I love it.
The caucasity.
This is I love
if
this.
They were regular white, they've never approached me. And I hate explaining that to people, because like people always be like, I feel like you only vibe with black men in Spain. You only want to. I'm like, I vibe with men that will speak to me kindly, have a fucking job. And, so in my family, my immediate family is used to just like dating anyone. Like we've never personally had experience, but when I was in college, I dated a man whose mother hated white women, and that was really hard because I just had to take it. I mean, she'd say the wildest shit to me at her house, and I'm not going to disrespect her, and I was not going to marry her kid. So I'm like, all right, okay,
alrighty.
I think that's dope that you said that, because there's so many similarities, like West Indians and blacks and regular blacks and stuff like that. It's the same exact thing. Like we want to date, we don't feel like they have culture, like it's the same exact thing. And I think that that's kind of cool how the cultures parallel, like how everything is pretty much the same.
But I mean, to answer your question, I mean, somebody back in 2000, maybe not even, like in 2001, 2002, I had a white boyfriend. Now.
Oh, that was your first guy, right?
Well, it was my first real relationship. Yeah, I had a white boyfriend. But as with the climate of what's going on these days, and, when you learn so much about yourself and your culture as a Black woman, African-American Black woman, it's hard for me now. Like I'll see a lot of white men that I feel are attractive, but immediately that setting will come in. Well, will he understand me? Will he be able to understand my plight? When these crazy ass moments are happening in the world, do I have a real ally where like, are you really going to go to war with me if it came down to our skin complexions? You know what I mean? Like these are things that come across my mind. So my instinct is like, I don't even want to put the man through that. Like you don't deserve that either. So I stick to my skin complexion just to save stress, quite frankly.
Yeah, I'm terrified. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Yeah. And I don't think I realized how terrified I was until I actually dated a white dude. And like he said, I treated him like, so he was in my house and he said I was like legit following him around the house as if he was a Black person at a high-end store, right? Like
Reverse what kind of weirdo?
Legit.
He said it.
Yeah, because he was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you were being super weird. And I was like, I didn't even notice it, right? Like, that's the crazier part. So in that moment, I definitely understood where my white counterparts are coming from. Like, sometimes you have these biases that you don't even recognize, right? And so I don't even know why I was following that white man around my house, but I did not trust him. I did not trust him. You know what I'm saying? Never done that before. So I appreciated him actually calling me out because it gave me an opportunity to reflect on that weirdo behavior. But it also pointed that maybe I'm not as evolved as I think I am. Perhaps I need to continue to date Black people because maybe I'm just not in a healthy headspace to outside my race. Like, what are these trust issues? Where did they start from? Like, it was super weird, and I felt terrible that I treated him that way. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. But I definitely.
I mean, you can't blame yourself. He wasn't like the greatest of a guy.
And I mean, let's be honest. Let's not act like there's not 400 years of reasons to not trust. You know what I mean? Like, let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, but like, what did I think he was gonna do in my bathroom? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what I was scared of, but I was definitely not comfortable with him, you know, being that close, like in my space and all that. And I've never had that issue with.
What if it was a Black man?
I would be fine. Like, do whatever you want.
No, I don't want no.
I don't care. Like,
no. Everybody sit the fuck down. Where are you going?
Yeah, I agree. I don't care what your complexion is. If this is your first time in my house, don't be walking around. What the fuck are you doing?
He wasn't walking around. He went to the bathroom. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. All right, so this is what happened.
Come on.
So I think one of the things that I felt like he wasn't very clean, and so I had sent him to wash his hands. And so I wanted to actually witness him washing his hands because I didn't trust that he would actually wash his hands well enough.
I don't think that has anything to do
with race.
Yes, he was just you. I mean, that is legit. If you don't get the vibes that he is a clean person, that you have to make sure that he washes his hands.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like you're pretty consistent with that across the board, whether it be me or your kid or a Black man. Like, nigga, wash your hands. Like, wash your hands.
Keep clean.
And maybe there was some little microaggressions in there that, you know, you thought
there were.
You know, but that's okay because everybody has them and you have to check yourself, but you clearly didn't because you followed him around. But, you know, it's coronavirus. We gotta make sure people are washing their hands, honey.
This was well before corona.
It was
dirty.
Yes, it was because I remember her telling us the story while we were at your house. So it was before the Rona.
It was well before the Rona.
The flu was still here. AIDS was still here. Then he did said that white people are it's virtually impossible for white people to get AIDS.
Yeah.
Wait. White people, we don't wash our legs notoriously either. So he probably was not washing anything. So I understand why I would have followed him.
Helping this right now.
I wash my legs, but I'm saying I know a lot of white people who don't wash their legs. I would have followed him.
But wait, he in the same breath told Jill because she had asked him if he got tested, and he thought that was 1,000% absurd because he felt like white men are not susceptible to catching
virtually
AIDS.
impossible.
It's virtually impossible for them to catch AIDS as a white man.
Was he from Newton? Where was he from?
Come on, Newton, Brookline. Was he from Brookline?
He was from Brookline. He was from Brookline or Dedham. He was from
one of those.
He said white people don't get AIDS. I can't.
Specifically white males. Specifically white males. It's impossible.
I was befuddled, and that was the other thing. Like he had his things that were weird about him, and so I was like, is it him or is this how white people in general.
I think it was just him.
If this is the case, I am concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I told him, he was like, do you normally ask guys, you know, about their status or whatever? And I'm like, yeah. And I forgotten this response. Like, it's usually like, I've had dudes literally pull up their electronic medical record. Like, this is my shit. This is my shit.
Patient gateway. Yeah.
You know, like dead ass. Like, so for me, like just him responding that way was very bizarre to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know. So I had a lot of concerns, and I'm trying not to generalize and say to myself like, yo, all white dudes are like this weirdo. I hope that they're not. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been with one since, because he literally creeped me the fuck out. So I don't know. But then like the other thing that I do worry about with dating white men is like, are they fetishizing me? You know what I'm saying? Like, a huge concern of mine. Like, I never know like what end of the spectrum they fall on, you know? Like, some dudes are like, oh, are you into white guys? And then it's like, you know,
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep saying sorry for my
my counterparts. I'm so sorry.
Like, don't make it weird, bro. Like, if I swiped right on you and I'm chatting with you, just let me let's just vibe and see if it's okay. If not, like, don't make it weird, is all I'm saying. So that's always something that I'm always like concerned about in the back of my mind. Like, what you really doing here? What do you really want? You know what I'm saying?
That's some
Fuck
these
dudes.
Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, I think that it's in general that you just can't trust a man.
Doesn't matter what they're
right. They just cannot be trusted. And you have to act accordingly because, you know, niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, like when we say niggas ain't shit, that's a global niggas.
Yeah, like that is like that encompasses all of the white niggas, Mexican niggas, all of them.
Lisa, I can't do it. I gotta put my pants back on.
So, you know, like, let's just be that it's all of it, y'all. They just got issues, and you know, it's okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
We'll figure out the ones that we can deal with their issues. Like, eventually we'll get to that person who we're like, you know, you fucking suck.
You're tolerable. I can deal with you.
Yeah. I won't actually kill you. Yeah.
Per se.
Is it really love if you don't want to kill them though?
That's true.
Right. You should want to kill them at least once or twice for love.
A day.
Yeah. Guys, I've just sent over the details to the group chat. Shout out to Lisa. Appreciate you for coming through. I got the coochie gobbler disciplinary. Got it.
I don't want anybody to spank me with anything.
No, just their
hand. I don't want the whip. We're gonna
the flagger though, a flogger, whatever.
The flogger. If it doesn't hurt necessarily, if it's more pressure than it is like.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
I don't want it to make it feel like it's like I'm getting my eyebrows done on my butt. Like, you know, like the little sting.
Or your butt waxed.
I'm getting my eyebrows done on my butt. Oh, wow. What is wrong with this woman? There's a whole term for it. There is a whole term for it.
Speaking of eyebrows.
Speaking of children, let's talk about like what?
No segue.
This is what we're having.
Yeah.
No segue.
So on that note, we're just gonna wrap this up.
No, this was everything, yo. Lisa, this is a good vibe for sure.
This was
so fun.
That was great. Tell us where we can find you, everything that you have going on. You do so much.
I know.
I'm actually, you know, like a little starstruck, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I've watched your career as you've gone on and just kind of, you know, like paid attention. But I don't like reach out to people because everybody would tell you I don't like people, so I just stay away from everybody. So like literally, so now that you're my best friend, you are, you know, a part of
tattoos. Next
yes,
week.
Absolutely. I don't have any. I am so
Get her up
I
to
don't even
par.
have piercings.
Get her up to par, Lisa. Get her up to par, please.
Oh my God. I just don't, again, I don't want anything that hurts. So even the little, I can't do that shit. I cannot. Oh my God. I am too pussy for that. No. You guys are brave souls.
You're so
but tell us everything about your life. Tell us where we can find you, all the things.
You can find me at the Coochie Gobbler's house.
Yes!
So Lisa doesn't want to behave.
What time is she on your calendar, please?
You can find me on Patient Gateway. No, let's be real. This is for
Patient Gateway just got just updated and upgraded. It looks so nice. I love it.
It looks amazing. I'm an Aries, so please don't mind me. This is my life. So you can find me on Instagram, Lisa Bello Music. My next move in life is to play a fucking show outside, which is coming up soon.
Oh my God.
And then you're hearing it here first. Thank you. I'm speaking. So exclusive is that I'm dropping an EP in April with a super dope producer from Miami that I can't say his name yet, but it's a 4-song EP. Yeah. And it's coming out in April. It's just gonna drop, and people are gonna be like, "When did this happen? How did you meet him?"
Yes!
So that's
I'm
excited.
I'm gonna bump it. I'm gonna tell my friends about it.
Thank you.
Again, you're just amazing. You're actually, before we go, your brother was my son's music teacher, and he loved Mr. Bello. It was so
at the
awesome.
Sumner. Oh, this is so cute.
Yes, at the Sumner.
I love that.
Asking about CK. Everybody knows CK. Yes,
oh,
but he was.
I didn't know that.
Great. Are you Lisa Bello's brother?
And no one asks him that. Everybody asks if I'm his sister, but I'm finally at the point where they ask him that shit.
I know that's right. He's like, I made it, bitch. I made
it. But finally. Yeah, like he is, and you're a Black Rose too. So big shout out to that whole movement that started a long time. That was like 10 years ago.
Forever ago. Because my cousin is Dutch Rebel, and you know, we got all fake Haitian. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I am, and that's how we're cousins for life. So yeah, the Black Roses, kiss, kiss, bang, bang, love them.
Bang, bang. Shout out to Dutch Rebel. But yeah, just congratulations on everything. And you have definitely fans in us. So
same.
For coming and thank you, and we'll have you back. We can reconnect and talk about some more things.
We got so much shit to talk about.
I'm gonna go on some dates so that we can make it can be real, so that I can have like stuff to talk about.
Absolutely, this is awesome. You're so hard. You're such a hot wing.
You're a hot wing.
You're a hot wing.
Can we get a single though? Can we get a single?
Big shout outs to Mark Marin and all the hot wings.
Thank you, Mark.
And Mo, take it away. Can you please?
Yeah, we're running out of steam. So you can follow me. If you're looking for me, you can follow me, Ms. Mophila, MZMOPHILA, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also follow my podcast, Let's Get Naked, LEZGETNAKED.
Dope episode out right now.
Oh yeah, there is a dope episode out right now. Having a conversation about side chicks, so y'all might want to tune into that one. We break it down. So yeah, on Instagram and Twitter, with an underscore, without one on Facebook. And Jill, where can they find you?
You can find me.
Sultry Sunday.
I'm sorry, I always forget. I always forget. You can always catch me every single Sunday from 9 to 11 with my bro DJ Dex on Sultry Sundays on Big City Radio. We just had Lisa Bello on there, and it was a good old time. And we got some more special guests in store. So yeah, that's where you can find me. Boom. Thank you, Hot Sauce.
Boom. And you can find me only on Instagram because I don't have anything going on at Jill_Badu. Sauce, take it away.
I'm gonna set up some multiple stuff for Jill, like just even if it's fake, just so she can have something more to say.
Whatever. Make sure you follow myself, Miss Hot Sauce to you across all social media. And Henny and Hotwings on everything, on every platform that you can listen to a podcast on. And stay here with us every Friday, 9 p.m. sharp on Facebook and YouTube. I gotta find a way to get us on Instagram too.
Right, because Instagram be lit.
Yeah, and you can do 3 people.
3 people now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up to 4 now. It's up to 4.
I think it's 4.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I think it's 4.
Yeah, it is.
We'll try. Maybe we'll try it for our solo episode. Maybe.
Next.
Yep. And see how that goes. But we'll talk about it. And don't forget, people, make sure you guys follow and us on SoundCloud and YouTube. Go watch it on actual YouTube. It's really great to actually watch us interact, whatever. Subscribe to the channel. And we're going to change that soon to be its own Henny and Hotwings channel so we can get all those over there. But yeah, this is going to be dope. Look out for the Henny and Hotwings Hot Wings University t-shirts coming out very, very soon. It's going to be so fun. We'll send you one.
Oh, yeah.
And with that said, don't forget to listen to Spark FM online across everything. Go listen to it, stream it, people. We out here. Spark FM online and on all the social medias and shit. With that said, we are officially out of here because I think my child's coming upstairs. Bye-bye.
Peace out.
How do you do this now?